different environment, no music, so this will be interesting. It just worked out, so I'm gonna go to child's pose here. So knees to the outside of the mat, come down to your forearms if you want, or we're gonna walk our hands up from there. So having your head down towards the mat. Big exhale, breathe in, exhale, walk the fingertips out overhead. Couple deep breaths. As you exhale, you can walk those fingertips out a little further. Okay, I'm gonna walk to one side, going towards the left. So, big stretch to your side on the right side. Same thing with the breath, inhale, exhale, reach, tippy toe those fingers a little further. As you inhale, we'll go back to center. Exhale, the other side. Another big deep breath in, exhale, and reach a little further. Okay, I'm gonna walk back to center. I'm gonna go to tabletop. So knees under hips, shoulder, elbow, wrist. I'm gonna extend my left hand overhead. I don't know if you can see me. And thread the needle. So coming under the right arm, and I'm gonna lower my head down towards the mat. I'm trying to get that ear down towards the mat. Okay, you can stay here if you wanna more of a stretch. You can reach behind, kind of towards your hip on the left side. But focus on that breath. The exhale. Just let go of the tension. Okay, come back to center here. Back to tabletop. I'm gonna sit back in child's pose just to stretch. Quick. Move your fingertip a little bit further overhead. Okay, back to the tabletop. This time we're gonna open up the right side here, reaching towards the ceiling. Okay, as you exhale, pressing under the left arm, right ear down towards the mat. You want to deeper stretch or reach towards the hip on the right side. Focus on the breath. Release. Come back to tabletop. I'm just going to sit back in child's pose one more time. Maybe get the knees out to the side of the mat a little bit further. Keep pressing back to tabletop. I'm going to go into a low lunge. I'm going to go on the left side here. So just taking that big step in front of you. The foot is towards the outside of the mat. Bringing both hands inside. And we're going to shift the body weight forward. Big stretch to your hip flexor, glute. And use those hands to help you. Okay, then I'm going to sit back. Hamstring on the planted leg. If you need to, you can raise the toe up. But I'm just going to sit back in my hip. Just elongate it. You can lower your head towards your knee for a deeper stretch. Okay, shifting the body weight forward again. Maybe get a little bit further. I'm driving my toe into the mat to get more of a stretch. Breathe in as you exhale, sit back into that hip. You can lower your head down towards the knee again. Okay, we're gonna go back to tabletop and switch sides. So the right side, foot going to the outside of the mat. Both hands inside for balance. I'm shifting my body weight forward again, driving that toe into the mat. Big stretch to the hip flexor and that planted leg that's back. Okay, I'm gonna sit back in the hip, lower the head towards the knee. If you can't have your toe down, you can always raise it up. Listen to your body, you might be right here, wherever you're at. Okay, shifting the body weight forward again. So as I'm doing that, I'm getting my knee into my elbow. So you're getting the inner thigh as well. Okay, so both hands inside. I'm gonna sit back, can lower that head towards the knee. Okay, I'm gonna shift forward again. Alright, I'm gonna switch sides. Back to the left. Both hands inside this side. This time the inside arm is gonna rotate up. So you have your shoulder, elbow stacked here, outside leg, and then you're gonna raise the inside arm and add a twist. So gazing towards the ceiling if you can. You can't see me. Okay, and then to challenge that balance, you're going inside and raise the outside arm towards the ceiling. Don't hold your breath though, you wanna breathe in and exhale. Let's do a little reach. So I'm gonna reach parallel across the ears. Fingers stretching towards the front of the room. Okay, I'm gonna sit back. I wanna go to pigeon, so I'm gonna take this outside leg and bend it in so it's towards the outside of the mat, forcing your knee to bend. And I'm gonna shift forward a little bit. So you have a bent knee, then I'm gonna align my body straight. You can stay here, or you can go down your forearms, or you can walk it out. Again, you can have that toe down, driving into the mat for a little stretch through your glutes. Wherever you're at, breathe in as you exhale, walk the fingertips overhead a little bit further. Okay, I'm gonna come back to like a push-up kind of position, and I'm gonna reach behind and grab that foot or ankle, or just raise that leg. Now if you want, I can put pressure and kind of open up through that shoulder and chest and gaze towards the ceiling. Okay, you can release it. Going back to tabletop. You can sit in child's pose quickly. Okay, back to tabletop. Then you got the lunge on the right side. Both hands inside. Driving that foot back into the mat. This time we're going to raise the inside arm towards the ceiling. Rotate. So gazing towards your fingertips. Okay, you can release. Hand on the inside leg. I'm going to rotate. Open up the outside arm. Reaching towards the ceiling. Find that breath too. Even as you exhale, reach. We're going to reach towards the front of the room. Go parallel across your ear. Fingers just stretch like you're reaching. Okay, you can release, come back here. And back to pigeon. So this outside knee, bending. It's going towards the front of the mat, or the middle of the mat. Hands outside of the knee. See, hands, your knee should be like right between your thumb. Okay, and then I'm just gonna sit down. Forearms, hands, whatever you wanna do. Okay. Make sure your torso is aligned with your knee. Nice and straight, and then you can sit down. Okay, find that breath, hands, forearms, walk it out. Align your body. All right, big deep breath in as you exhale. Think of that tension in your glute and sending some release to it. Does it work like that? Okay, as you come back, you're gonna bend that back leg and reach. Grab your ankle, pull, stretch through that shoulder, open up that chest. Okay, you can release down. I'm just gonna go to a seated position. Like this, seated position. Okay. Hand on the knees. I'm gonna sit back, arch through that spine. So you should feel this in your traps, in your shoulder, in your back. Chin to chest, sit back. Okay, as you shift forward, hands to the outside, right behind your backside here, and opening up that chest, the Superman. Okay, so open up that chest, gaze towards the ceiling. Okay, hands on the knees, arch the spine, sit back, chin to chest. Okay, shifting weight forward, open up, gaze towards the ceiling. Okay, so I'm gonna have my arms out wide here, nice little circles. Look at that heart. Is it a heart? Looks like a heart. Okay, and we'll shift, rotating the other way. Okay, I'm gonna grab a wrist down low and just wiggle through your fingers. Shoulder stretch here. Okay, reaching behind, just grabbing the elbow. I'm not yanking on it, I'm just kind of touching it. Okay, you can switch arms, wiggle low through the fingers. Okay, grabbing the elbow. Nice palm on the back side if you can reach that. clasping the hands together. Chin to chest, arching that spine like we did with the knee. Okay, you can release it, and then again, this time I'm gonna interlace my fingers, palms out, chin to chest. Okay, forearm on the mat here, and I'm gonna reach, make half a circle, reaching those fingertips towards a wall or a mirror. This wasn't so bad without music. Okay, I'm gonna switch, big reach, go with your breath. Okay, now I'm gonna interlace my fingers. So I got my right wrist, I'm gonna tilt my head towards the left. And then your stretch all through your shoulder and your neck. So right wrist, left shoulder, or hand on the mat. You can always put a little pressure, but don't force it. Right? Left wrist, right shoulder. You can start there. If you want a deeper stretch, you can have your hand on the mat, put a little pressure on your hand. All right, I think that'll be it. I could keep going, but I want to keep it short. So yeah, I think that's number 6 from the gym. Hope you liked it. Have a good Sunday. Peace.